How are you, baby?
I am great. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great too. This is night for me and morning for you.
Yes.
All right. And I know you gotta go somewhere, but I need you to uh like beside me for a little bit and talk.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. So when you hear about American husband trying Indonesian life, what
Okay.
the things that come to you?
Spicy foods,
Okay.
multi-generational households,
Okay.
language barriers unless you're in a larger city, um, no Walmart,
Ooh, okay.
um, no Amazon, um, traffic.
Okay, start from the traffic maybe. I know. I know traffic is really crazy here. But maybe people who never come to Indonesia don't understand how we have very, very wonderful traffic in Indonesia. I mean, I understand it's not something that I'm proud of, but I think it's already part of my country.
I
We
agree. And
try
and I will
to go ahead.
no, I would also point out that I've been over there, I don't know, a total of what, 35 months through the years maybe. I've
Maybe.
seen, I believe, 3 accidents. 2 of them involved scooters, and they were the fault of the scooter, and one of them hit our cab, and I think I've only seen
Yeah.
1 accident involving a car, and I don't know who was at fault, but, that's a pretty good record. I mean, I'll usually see a wreck on the way to work every day, you know?
Right. I think that's a part of when I'm not trust you when you drive in Indonesia
Huh.
because because the way you drive is you not move. You waiting other people to stop. They won't stop for you.
Right. That's true. When you come up to a main road and there's just traffic, you just inch out, and eventually somebody lets you in. Here, they would run over you or shoot you and then run over you. It's different.
So they will hit me. That's why you have crash. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen many crashes there.
That's what it is because they stop when we come little bit, they will stop. That's why. But, well, yeah, I mean, we have rules, but I don't think that
For driving?
really.
Really? Your lanes markings don't even matter. I
That's
think
what
the
you
lane
mentioned,
markings were
right?
I think the lane markings were just when they laid one row of concrete or asphalt, they knew where to start the other one because the cars don't care.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when you get the bad traffic in the big city, that will be the fourth line maybe, and it will be 5 or 6 car side by side. I understand that.
Right, and then
Plus
a row of scooters
scooter.
between every car. But back to the way people allow you to merge, different cities and different areas are different. I mean, if you're in a big city, nobody's gonna let you in, okay? But we've got this resort town kinda on the northern border of the state called Branson, and there's a lot of musical shows and acts there, and it's start and stop traffic on the main drag. But if you pull up, everybody's in the same boat, so most people are gonna let you in, you wave at them, they wave back, everything's cool. But that's kind of the extreme pleasant side of driving here versus, the DC traffic or LA traffic. Everything else is kinda in the middle. But our problem is, people wanna be eating a Big Mac, putting on makeup, talking on the phone. That's what they're paying attention to, not the other cars. people have kinda lost the ability to anticipate what the other drivers may do, I think.
Well, I think that will be international problem. I can see people here, like hold the phone and then make up like I saw, but yeah, I'm not proud of, but it is what it is in my country, and the quality of the air because the traffic. Sometimes I can check from the app, the Google, and they
Mhm.
show us really a lot of pollution. I think our government need to improve that one in a big city. A couple years ago, they do 3 in 1. Minimum, it will be 3 people in the car.
Oh,
That's
okay, yeah,
a long
okay.
time ago. And then they changed the regulation. And then the news regulation is and the odd and what number,
Odd and even,
that's the
yeah.
one, odd and even number. Odd and even number as the date. I mean, that's all. But the cheap car is really, the government don't stop to sell the cheap car. So, it's really low quality.
Well, I mean, you guys carpool on scooters. I mean, I've seen a family of 4, a dog, and 2 propane tanks on a scooter before.
Yes, and that's kind of like Indonesian living too, right?
I think that's Southeast Asian city living. I've seen that in China, I've seen that in Taiwan, Cambodia. I mean, we saw that, in Singapore, we saw that in Thailand. It's just, and I think it's due to the number of cars and the way the cars are taxed, I think scooters, number 1, are the preferable method because the government allows them to be affordable.
You're right, right, right. And then when you're trying to Indonesian life, are you ready for scooter? Go
You know,
everywhere with the scooter taxi?
no, because I grew up riding motorcycles, on the farm, dirt
Okay.
bikes and stuff, and I've ridden on the streets a little bit, and it's really hard when you relinquish control to the driver of a scooter because in a car, you can kind of anticipate what they're gonna do, or you may bump the door if they turn too fast. But on a scooter, when you understand how motorcycles work, it's really hard to anticipate what the driver may do. I mean, if he starts to lean into a turn, you know that. But I mean, the evasive maneuvers or the quick maneuvers or when the light turns red and they start going between the cars to get to the front of the line and the box at the light, I can't anticipate that because I'm not familiar with it.
You're right, because you're not familiar with it. And you know what? I can just sit down and with my phone and the rider just be rider. I just do. No, I'm safe. I'm live until my 40 right now. No
Can I ask you,
problem.
but do you read the Bible before the scooter taxi picks you up?
That's what people say. When we ride with the crazy driver, that's mean we gonna like pray more. We close to the God. We be like,
Yeah, because I think
well,
one time I felt like I almost met Jesus on one of those scooter taxis.
I mean, you ride that taxi before, right? Scooter taxi,
Well, yeah, we were
and
think
they make you go through different road with us.
right. Yeah, we were eating, Thing 1 and you and me, and so you and Thing 1 got on a scooter and I was on my own, probably because I was 240 pounds. But it didn't even look like a street, it looked like a sidewalk between 2 rows of houses, and we were just like 50 mile an hour, just right through there, and then we get to the end and scoop, and then finally I see the Alpha Mart close to your home, and I'm like, "Whoo, at least if I fall off now, I can get home from here." It was crazy.
Well,
And
okay, in
how much faster did I get home with my kamikaze driver than you and Thing 1 did? Like 15 minutes.
you're right. when I know your scooter is go to another road, I feel like, oh no. And I check in the app, babe. Don't worry, I check you. You safe. But you're
Yeah, but I
right.
think it was the guy's name. I mean, I really wanna see what his name was because it was probably something like Ahmed Kamikaze Pubarun or something like that. But he had kamikaze in his name, I believe. I mean, I've been on airplane rides that were more calming than that, and I've got crazy friends with airplanes.
Believe me, it will
Yeah,
not
yeah,
be
yeah.
your
Shout out to Brian Staten in case you're watching this.
because yeah, that was really crazy experience for you, I bet.
Well, it's like, when people talk about teaching their kids to swim, sometimes you go through lessons and you're nice and you're gentle with the kid. And sometimes you just go to the bank, grab them by the arm and leg, throw them in the water and tell them to reach out and grab water and pull it to you. And they figure it out eventually, or at least most of the time they do.
You will. If you're gonna stay here, okay? Okay, now how about the things that you mentioned before? Spicy food. Can you adapt it with that or you just skip it?
A lot of it I have to skip because, you've got the food I eat, white people food, and then you've got spicy food, and then you've got spicy Asian food, and then you've got like your food. And I my example is when we do the noodles, I don't let the nanny put, you know,
All
if
the
I have 2 bags
package.
of noodles, two packets of the spicy sauce in there. I probably think by your definition, I still don't eat spicy food, but, I've got to the point where I'll put a little sriracha in my queso when I make my cheese dip, and I mean, I eat it a lot spicier than some people, especially around here, but I don't think I could be eating food and I could sweat and look at you and you would say, "What's wrong? It's not
Yeah,
spicy."
there's nothing. Right, right, right. Do you remember that we stopped in some restaurant in Indonesia and there is a level of spicy?
Yes. Yes. I asked you to get
I
me level 3 because that's what I would do on a 5 normally at a Thai place, and I almost could not eat it at all, and then you and thing 1 and thing 2 and Cindy are laughing because the true level of spicy was not a 3. What was it?
for the, for the regular people like you probably want enough or maybe zero. Because for me, in that restaurant, my level is three.
My
That's
gosh. See, in the US, if I go to eat Thai food or Indian food, um,
okay.
I'll tell them, I'll say, um, if I know the place and I'm familiar with it, I might get a 4 out of 5, but I'll always get a 3 out of 5. And a lot of times I'll tell them, I'll say, "Okay, white people spicy's here, I want here."
Okay.
And it's usually
Yeah,
pretty
you
good.
mentioned that.
Wow. And when I went through Seoul flying home one time, I went to KFC to get some fried chicken. And I remembered that the fried chicken's a little spicier here or in
Right.
Indonesia, just like it is the Popeyes spicy fried chicken we have here. And I
Right.
just went up
Yeah.
and got some chicken, but I forgot that their spicy was more equivalent to your spicy than it was my spicy. And I was wiping tears away through the first 3 or 4 bites. I got through it finally, but the first couple were pretty tough.
All right. I think you can what you call? I think you can improve your spicy, your tongue later.
Well,
Maybe.
I've proven that, by showing my runway model body that I do not starve or, need extra food when I go to Indonesia or anywhere else for that matter.
Oh my god. But all right. So that's the three things that you like. So the next episode, maybe we switch.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, you really, brought back some memories and some really tragic times in my trip over there with the scooter. But anyway, it's all good, so we will see you next time.
See, my turn, right?